Good morning, Niner fans. It's game day. I had to wear this little gold gold helmet. I'm gonna wear this today. Hopefully, it brings the Niners some luck. We'll take it off so you don't get mesmerized by it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? How are we feeling? The Niners have a game today against the New England Patriots. I hope they win because winning cures a lot. There's been a lot of negativity and frustrations and everything like that that's come with losing, and rightfully so. Everybody's upset. Niners are a Super Bowl caliber team, and they're 1-2. Not exactly where we all want them to be, but you know what? Today, get a win, and it'll make a lot of people happy. So, good morning, everybody. How are we feeling? There was a Christian McCaffrey update today, according to Ian Rappaport and the NFL Network. You guys must have saw it already. But, Christian McCaffrey, he's back from Germany, as we know. And we knew that he's expected to ramp up his rehab tomorrow, Monday. This was according to Kyle Shanahan, but he's going to be starting to run on harder ground, harder surfaces. So that's kind of what they're expecting him to do, is being able to weight bear and, go out there and try to run and rehab and increase his workload on a harder surface, so he can see how the load on his Achilles is going to feel. So he did get the, stem cell platelet rich plasma injections, whatever he was doing out in Germany. It's taken in effect, and they expect to ramp him up. Now, the big news of that update from Ian Rappaport is Chris McCaffrey should be back in early November. So this is pretty much what the doctor was saying. It's going to be a couple of months. So a couple of days ago, people were ripping the opinion of a doctor. Turns out he was probably right, that it was going to be a couple of months. November is a couple of months from when he initially injured, um, you know, the Achilles and everything. So they're trying to be careful. They're trying to be optimistic. They're trying to be safe. So they don't want to rush him, but the expectation is sometime in early November is when the reigning offensive player of the year will be back in early November. So that is good news, but we also have to kind of wait and see, make sure that he doesn't have any aggravation or any flare ups or anything like that. So, end of the day, it is a good report. It is a good update, but will he be back 100%? We'll see. Will he be back in early November? That's the expectation right now, but things can change. It all depends on how that Achilles, feels as he starts to ramp it up. And again, he's going to be running on harder surfaces now, so that load is going to really take a toll on that Achilles. So, I don't know. How you guys feeling today? How you feeling today? Dotted faces. Let's get him to the playoffs. Simple as that. Simple as that. Just get to the playoffs, and you can have a healthy, rested Christian McCaffrey. That's a good point right there. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you can make the playoffs without him, and as long as you can make sure he's healthy and good to go, you save him for that stretch run right at the end. Boom. Can you imagine having a healthy, fresh Christian McCaffrey when every other team is banged up, limping in? Oh my God, we're tired. Oh my God, we've played 16, 17 games, all these games. And then boom, CMC ready to roll fresh Achilles. So we'll see. My man Dotted Face says Jordan Mason is playing amazing, and he is. But Jordan Mason is also getting a ton of carries. We got to make sure that Jordan Mason gets through the season himself, and I expect a big game out of Jordan Mason today. Although the Patriots have a really good run defense, so it's going to be a tough task for Mason. But I do think he's going to help get these Niners back on track. Him and Brock. I think Brock Purdy's going to have a huge game today. I think he'll go over 240 yards passing. I do. I think he's going to have couple passing touchdowns. Debo's back. Kittle's back. Jennings ready to rock and roll. People forgetting about Ayuk now. That's kind of what I think Ayuk wanted. Everybody's forgetting about him except the shorts gate, right? We're all forgetting about him on the field. I think, now you got Kittle. Oh, now you got Debo. Oh, you got Jennings who's coming off a career game. Oh, you got Jordan Mason. Oh yeah, there's Brandon Ayuk over there. So I think Brandon Ayuk might actually have a big game because now he's back to not being the number one option anymore, right? Last week he was the top option. These last couple of weeks, they're trying to make sure he's this big threat. It just didn't work. Now you got all these guys coming back. They might actually forget to key in on Brandon Ayuk. I hope I'm right. And I could see Brandon Ayuk have a big game. So, Ayuk breakout game, says Life of Austin. It could be his breakout game of the year. He might remind us that, hey, there's a reason why I'm getting paid $30 million, and it's not because I'm wearing different shorts. So I really, really am hoping that Brandon Ayuk has a game where he can step up. But honestly, I think Juwan Jennings is going to continue off his last game. I was listening to Kyle Shanahan talk to Greg Papa yesterday on NBC Bay Area. You know, they always have an interview every week, and man, he was raving about Jennings. He says, you know, he can always get open. He knows how to play. He's very confident, and he gets better every day, every week. I really think that Jennings is going to continue to step up. You know, Debo Samuel, he is back, but how healthy is he? How much are they going to do? Is he going to be a decoy? Is he going to be playing 100%? You don't want to injure him. You want to keep him safe. And same thing with George Kittle, hamstring injury. He is back, but how back is he? You know what I mean? Like, how back is George Kittle? So even though they got Debo and Kittle back, I still think there's going to be a lot of Juwan Jennings in this game. And again, Jordan Mason, I think he has a big game. I think he goes over 100 yards rushing. Um, and I think he has a touchdown at least. I just feel like the 49ers need to get back to running the ball and pounding down opponents' throats. Now, it won't be easy because the Patriots do have a good run defense. They're a stout team up front. So it's going to be a battle for your Niners. But I expect it, you know. At the end of the day, the 49ers are the big bullies. They're at home, 10-point favorites against the Patriots, man. They got to be able to get this dub. So, you know, I also think the 49ers defense needs to have a monster performance. They need to have a big game. This is a game where I feel like the defense can really kind of reassert themselves and show, hey, man, don't forget about us. Although they are without Hargrave now, you know, he's out for the season. Curtis Robinson out for the season. He tore his ACL. Unfortunate. Jordan Elliott's back. You know, he had the ankle issue this week. D. Winters is supposed to be back. Hufunga, I don't know if he's going to play. They pulled up Jalen Mahoney from the practice squad, the youngster. So, not sure if Hufunga is going to play, but absolutely expect other guys to have to step up, right? Jair Brown and et cetera, et cetera. So guys like that are going to have to step up, and maybe Malik Mustafa if he plays in the game. So this defense, whoever's in there, needs to rise to the occasion. We know Fred Warner is going to go out there and tear it up, but what about Devondre Campbell? This guy's been playing like a stinky shoe. He needs to come up and play and step it up. So big game, big. This is a lot riding on this game. I know it's early in the season, but you're saying, "Oh, what do you mean? What a lot is riding on this game?" You don't want to fall to 1-3. Honestly, you cannot fall to 1-3. There's just no way. The 49ers, if you're a Super Bowl contender, it's just tough to bounce back from that. I mean, I know they can. There's other teams in the league that are, you know, possibly going to be 1-3 that are good teams. Or right now, the Bengals are 0-3, right? Like they can probably bounce back. Who knows? But they have issues, you know, and the 49ers, they have issues, but you want to win these games as you're solving those issues. This is a game you should win. You should get to 500. Patriots don't really have an identity. They're a team that's trying to figure that out. They got a new coach. You know, their quarterback situation still, you know, trying to figure out. They got the veteran, you know, Jacoby Brisket, but Drake May is their future, but they haven't really given him the reins yet. So you can't lose this game to the Patriots. It's a must-win game. In my eyes, this is a must-win. You cannot lose to the Patriots. You know, Niners should win. If they don't, they're going to get roasted all over social media, and that's appropriate. So my man, C, I go to 3 games a year, and I haven't got a chance to meet you. Which games are you going to? Let me know. Hopefully, we get to meet. I actually just got a text from my boy Ken. He says I got tickets for you. I wasn't supposed to go. I wasn't gonna go to this game. Looks like I'm going to this Patriots game, so I better start getting ready to go to this Patriots game. I hope my phones are charged up. Last minute. This is crazy. I will be at the Patriots game today. Exciting. Joe Milton is the Pats' best quarterback. Drake May sucks. Everyone's worst nightmare. You know what? It could be. You know, they did get Milton. I don't know. They have a quarterback identity crisis, and they're still trying to figure it out. So, my man C says he went to the Jets game, going today, and going to the Cowboys. Hope to see you today. I hope to see you today, man. You wish you had those perks. It's definitely nice. I'm blessed. That's for honestly, I am very blessed to be able to get these perks that I get. Last minute, couple hours before kickoff, and you get a text that you're going to the game. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Let's talk about a couple more keys to the game. Defense needs to step up. Somebody has to step up and help out Fred Warner. He can't be the only guy out there. Nick Bosa needs to insert himself into the game in the fourth quarter. And I know he gets frustrated, he gets tired, but Nick Bosa needs to have a monster presence. He's not getting help, so Nick Bosa needs to become that monster and just take over this game. We've seen TJ Watt take over games, Myles Garrett. Sometimes I feel like Bosa just doesn't take over in the fourth. It's not his fault. I've said it all week. He gets pressured, he gets doubled, he gets frustrated, and then nobody's helping him on the other side. But this is a week I need to see Bosa kind of just like take over. He says he was losing sleep all week. He said a lot of stuff this week. He said that he's just frustrated. You can't just let this game go. I think Bosa's hungry, and I think he's going to have at least a sack in this game. Um, yeah, Baby Radiant says, I want to see D Winners instead of Campbell. I want to see D Winners instead of Campbell, too. The youngster, give him some action. Can't be any worse than Devondre Campbell. But the only problem with D Winners is he's been dealing with some injuries, right? He had the ankle issue, um, and that's been an issue. So hopefully he can be healthy and play. S. Flood says, I'm calling Floyd will have at least 2 sacks. Ooh, I hope so. I hope he does. I hope so. Everyone else has to step up, but Bosa do all the work. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Bosa's getting paid. See, this is the thing. Bosa has to put in all that extra work. He has to go and stuff about, the stat sheet because he is getting paid. But also, Bosa does need to step up a little bit himself. It's not that he's not playing good, but a lot of people are ripping him on media. Oh, he's not getting sacks and stuff. But again, if you watch that film, getting chipped, doubled, tripled, he does need to take over in the fourth. I feel like in the fourth quarter, he just been getting a little frustrated. So maybe he's not in that right mindset to take over a game at the end. But he does need some help from a guy like Leonard Floyd. And my boy Flood said he's going to get 2 sacks. And I hope he does. I hope he does. Jesus, my unbiased prediction, Nick Bosa having 10 sacks. Would you imagine? Ooh, we're going to have a lot of highlight clips to post if he gets 10 sacks. We'll see. But I said it the other day. I said 27-13. I think that was my score prediction. I had him at 27-13. That's what the Niners are going to do. I think Jordan Mason has a big game. I think Brock Purdy is going to be spreading the ball, and he's going to be running and gunning and doing his thing. I think Brock Purdy has a big game. He throws at least 2 tutties today, and I hope it doesn't come down to the kicking game. Please, God, let the special teams be good today because the special teams has been really anemic this year. So let's get that. Defense, step up. Brock Purdy continues to play well. Limit the turnovers. Jordan Mason, feed that boy. Let him run through the gut of the defense. And let's solidify this dub. Hopefully that's what happens. And again, I'm just going to recap what we talked about at the top of the show. Christian McCaffrey, back from Germany. He will be running on hard ground this week. And the expectation is he will be back in early November. I hope to see it. I will believe it when I see him on the field. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your day. Go Niners. Let's hope they get this big time dub. Bang, bang. Niner gang.